that she went to his foster parents and told him, hey,
Yes.
that's not a teenager. That's a man. Now, when I say...
And I'm pregnant.
Yeah, and I'm pregnant by him.
Well, hello, everybody. On this special guest episode of In the Doghouse, look what I found.
DJ Adventures here. I'm usually an off-road channel, but today, I'm kicking it with Jeff.
If you want to see the absolute limit of what a four-wheel drive vehicle can do, he's your man.
I usually find out how to break them and get them stuck.
Then how to fix them on the fly.
Fix them on the fly, on the cheap. Try my best. I'm an off-road enthusiast. I got a Jeep. I usually ride out here at Rush Off-Road. I've been hearing some interesting news here lately with some police being involved.
Who is Anthony Labrador Sierra? Until recently, if you asked his former classmates at Perrysburg High School, he's 17 and a teen seeking asylum in the U.S. But if you check this Ohio ID obtained by federal investigators, or this Venezuelan passport, he's 24 years old, a grown man. It's all part of the elaborate deception federal investigators say they're unraveling now.
So anyways, this 24-year-old Venezuelan... boy? No?
That'd be technically a man.
Oh, golly. So anyways, a 24-year-old Venezuelan man posing as a 16-year-old boy was 17 now.
Well, he's posing at 17. I keep saying it's 16, but he's posing at 17.
Well, it was 16 when he started.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Yeah, he went to school for a year.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot about that, yeah. He started at 16.
So his work visa expired in 2023. And then he immediately gets the idea, hey, I bet I can be a teenager.
Like my wife, she was like, so how's a 24-year-old pose as a teen? I bet I'm not age of 29. If I was clean shaved, I could pass.
He kind of looks like Justin Bieber. You know, exactly.
Kinda.
So as it turns out, he was on the junior varsity swimming and soccer team. So they had to report it to the athletic commission.
Did your video say anything about the his girlfriend?
I don't know if the girlfriend was at the school or not. Was she?
The reports I've seen show that he had a 16-year-old girlfriend knocked up.
So I saw that there's a girlfriend.
Right.
And knocked up, but I couldn't verify 16 or at the school.
Okay, so I never seen nothing official. You know, my news comes from Facebook and TikTok. All right, he actually gets the real news.
I just dig for it.
But no, the way I understood it was he was 24, posing at 16. They got a girl pregnant, and somehow or another, she then found out his real name and age, and the way is written up in the article I read, that she went to his foster parents and told him, hey,
yes,
that's not a teenager, that's a man. Now, when I say...
and I'm pregnant.
Yeah, and I'm pregnant by him. It's horrible. It really is. When I say adopted, I don't mean they went through the paperwork of actually getting him in.
Was foster?
It wasn't actually foster. It was more of a home that used to do foster care, but he was in that town posing as a homeless young man. And these people just took him in, so you can come live with us until you technically achieve adulthood, which is 18 or up, not knowing he was 24 actually.
So they also got him a license and a social security number.
Yeah.
Like they did.
Right. I still don't know how you can get all that. Did he go by a fake name, or did he go by his real name?
I don't know. Well, it's on the passport, like his work visa. Let's pull it up.
Yeah. Because I don't understand how they do the fake name and all that. Some people, they absolutely know, but then again, they ran that name and through border security, and they found out, hey, actually, he's not even supposed to be here.
And I guess, apparently, he changed his names multiple times. He changed his names, different birth dates, all over the place.
Daggone.
This guy's a tweener. Like, he's in between a boy man.
Right, yeah.
Even Labrador Sierra's guardians in Perrysburg thought he was a teen, or at least they did, until a woman who federal documents refer to as EC reached out to Labrador Sierra's host mom, claiming he was an adult, the father of her 2-year-old child, and she had a photo ID of Labrador Sierra to prove his real age. Federal documents say after learning this, the host parents then searched his room, finding a prepaid track phone, a fraudulent Michigan ID giving him a third birth date of March 27, 1999, U.S. currency, and a 9mm handgun with 3 loaded magazines. This discovery by Labrador Sierra's host parents soon led to school leadership at Perrysburg High School being notified, and he was arrested. But the federal complaint doesn't end there. The investigator entered his name into the Customs and Border Protection databases, revealing he's been in the U.S. since September of 2019, arriving in Miami on a tourist visa set to expire in 2020. The passport he used then shows his birth date to be March 27th, 2001, consistent with EC's claim he's 24 years old. Labrador Sierra had booked a return flight in November of 2019, but CBP database checks reveal he wasn't on that flight. Instead, he applied for temporary protected status 3 times, first using his real birth date, but when that status expired in 2022, he reapplied with the new birth date of December 2nd, 2007, and enrolled at Perrysburg High School in 2023 with a forged birth certificate with that same birthday. From that moment forward, Labrador Sierra would pretend to be a teen, telling the school he was homeless and had just arrived in the U.S. after being a victim of human trafficking, and started fitting in right under everyone's noses.
But if you look at a picture of like his mugshot and the one where like he was in the car where they arrested him, like, this dude, he's stacked. Like, I would want him on my ball team. Like, I would be like, bro, you want to play some ball?
Yeah, you'd be like, this dude needs to be a quarterback. Like, seriously, I mean, he's got that kind of body.
Well, yeah, he looks beefy for a 16-year-old.
Yeah. Have you heard any other cases similar to this going on anywhere? I haven't personally.
No, but also in Perrysburg, there was 2 other different times. I guess one, a teacher followed a student home, and there was another teacher who was bad touching little kids. Yeah, and then they, so they're calling for a new superintendent in Perrysburg. Like,
dang,
the
so
school
that whole
district.
town's just all messed up,
Yeah.
it sounds like. Daggone.
And then you got this 24-year-old Venezuelan man looking like Justin Bieber, like stacked up Justin Bieber.
Hey, yo.
He's just like, hey, I want to go to school here. I want to play soccer. I want to swim, and I want to knock up people. Like,
Yeah, right.
Those are my hobbies.
Well, others are saying that he could have possibly been an end to recruit young people into the cartels and stuff as well.
Well, see, that's what I don't understand. Like, I don't understand, because he said he was trafficked, but he was also a migrant.
Right.
So, and he had a work visa. So if he has a work visa and he's trafficked at the same time, like what, the cartels just be like, hey man, we need you to visa this one. Like,
Right.
How's that work?
I don't think he's really trafficked. I think he's an end. I think he knows ways of trafficking, and I think he's their way of pulling them out of the U.S.
I think he's a recruiter.
Yes.
Maybe. Wow.
That's my thoughts.
You ever think about that? Like, if he's going to school, right, posing as a 16-year-old,
Yeah.
then he's got a line on all the hottest 16-year-olds to report back to the cartel. Just be like, hey, pick up this one. They're going to be here. Pick up this one over here.
And you think about softball and swim team. I'm really shocked you wasn't on the cheerleading
Soccer.
team. Or soccer.
Soccer and swim.
Sorry, soccer and swim team. A lot of fit girls play that.
Right. And then, like, bikinis, swim team. I'm just spitballing
Yeah,
here.
that's what I'm saying.
A gun trace found the handgun was purchased in 2022, where federal documents show he lied on the application when asked if he was an alien illegally or unlawfully living in the U.S., answering no, a violation of Title 18 and a federal crime.
He had to file a paperwork. I don't know if it was at a pawn shop or at a gun broker. He bought a pistol. And then,
Well, you take me back to my teen years. I'd go out, I'd have a job, and I would either go out to a friend, hey friends, be like my dad's friend or whatever, and get my own pistol, shotgun, rifle, whatever I want.
you go buy second hand.
By second hand, and I'm sure it's no different for
No,
this guy.
no, it wasn't second hand. Like, he filled out the form.
Oh, did you feel?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about here, where it says, are you an alien illegally in the United States? And he marked no.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's on the gun.
That's the federal crime. Yeah, he went to a broker
no.
of some sort.
The only time I bought a gun through a pawn shop, my dad had filled the paperwork.
Right.
I was underage.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like,
Yeah, I don't know how he done all that.
Yeah.
Unless he used his real 24-year-old identity at the time, and they didn't actually, because they don't run a background check on everybody. They just like a hit and miss kind of deal in most states.
Sierra could face 15 years in prison for illegal weapons possession, up to 10 years for making false statements to get said gun, and up to 5 years for using false documents. Now, he is scheduled to appear in federal court in Toledo on Tuesday.
okay, so he could potentially be going to jail for 30 years, or prison for 30 years.
Right.
Imagine. This dude, he looks like he'd be a snack in prison. Am I wrong?
No, I think Bubba was gonna like this
He
one.
looks like
Bubba's gonna
he
like
would be
this one.
holding pockets. Like, this guy is not gonna be intimidating anybody.
That's another thing I don't understand. So he's running around saying he's homeless and everything.
Right.
He's technically posing as a minor.
Mm-hmm.
How do they not find out what his name is? Like, is this just a runaway? Why did they not try to find his parents? Why did they just take him in like, oh, you're mine now? That's kind of odd too, isn't it?
I just... Okay. 1 second. So anyways, all these illegal migrants that ended up in all these illegal migrants that ended up in key areas like swing states and Ohio for some reason, like that's even a real place. Maybe it's just like a sanctuary type of thing where they're just like, okay, we got to protect these at all costs. They just get all their rights. They do whatever they need to do. We will accommodate. We will make it happen. But yeah.
The thing that really throws me off on this one here is wasn't he actually posing as like a U.S. child instead of like a Venezuelan child? So you'd think they'd treat it as a U.S. case and actually try to find his family.
No, he in fact was posing as a Venezuelan.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah, he said he said he was a migrant. He said he was trafficked.
Okay.
And he was also homeless.
Gotcha.
So
okay, so that's how he's able to do that. And
do what you will with that
actually back him
information.
up.
But he's a homeless migrant bum.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, remember how we said maybe he was an informant, maybe he was a recruiter, he was looking for somebody for the cartel to like hijack?
Right.
His name is Labrador. He's a Labrador Retriever. He's a Justin Bieber looking Labrador Retriever. That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
That's methed up.
Methed up.
Well, I do stand corrected there, as I thought it was the girlfriend turned him in, but it was actually he just got caught.
No, the girlfriend turned him in.
Did he?
Yeah, the girlfriend went to the family that was fostering him.
Okay.
And said, hey, I'm knocked up and your foster son or whatever it is, he's the dad.
Our 11 Investigates team has also been working on this case and has found additional information, including a recent encounter a Labrador Sierra had with police. Lead investigator Brian Duggar joins us tonight in studio with that update.
Yeah, we learned late this morning that Anthony Emmanuel, Labrador Sierra, was detained by Perrysburg Township Police on April 24th after a shoplifting complaint at the Fremont Pike Walmart. Now, Labrador Sierra handed police a juvenile ID and the case was turned over to the juvenile prosecutor. Now, when it was determined he's actually a 24-year-old man, the case was deleted and he is now being investigated as an adult. And I am told by the department that shoplifting and other charges are expected to be filed against him in Perrysburg Municipal Court.
Okay. And then he also done shoplifting claims, or a shoplifting event last year, and they didn't report it or something, and he was still in the school district for another several months.
So
I understood that.
So the Walmart shoplifting actually went to a juvenile prosecutor, and then after it came out that he was 24, that case just got squashed completely and then turned over to an of-age prosecutor.
Okay. You still open for open borders?
No, not even a little bit.
What about you down in the comments? How you feel about all this?
Come on, libs, hit us with it. Come on, come on, right?
Yeah. This is part of what you come with. I'm not saying they're all bad, but they're not all good either. What
I think is crazy is that people are absolutely defending this, like this open border business and all these migrants. But like, why? Why in the world do we need all these people here? They're just going to be circumventing everything and then just getting the red carpet rolled out for them at our expense.
How does that work? Huh? So, you got ICE out there deporting all these people. He was technically caught. So does his family still get paid?
Paid for what?
The showing him to because you report someone to ICE, they pay you, right?
Oh. But was it his family that reported him to ICE?
I don't know. How's that
Maybe
work?
they just called the cops.
I don't know. You think ICE would still eventually get involved? Have you read anything about that?
They have said something about it. I think it was something along the lines of where he pleaded not guilty, being held on a $50,000 bond. Now, if he gets convicted, then he might do his prison time and then get deported. But I'm not sure, to be honest.
All right. So you're going to hold him in a U.S. prison, you reckon? Or are you going to hold him in a Venezuelan prison?
I doubt they'll send him to Venezuela.
That's what I figured.
If I had to guess. Yeah, if you're still down for open borders, then you're part of the problem.
Because liberal.
It's gotta be buttery smooth. This is my catchphrase. Oh yeah, and also you gotta be looking at me, and then you gotta turn around. You gotta stare that camera like you're staring into the soul of a beautiful woman. You just gotta be like, because liberal.
Because liberal.
Don't be creepy.
Because liberal, if you like what he does, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun jazz. And we'll see y'all next time. If you want to see more of me, let him know down in the comments. I might be back. Who knows?
If you want to see more of Dustin, check out DJ Adventures, YouTube, TikTok at DJ Adventures.
Hey, why don't you just make it easy, put a link down in that description?
I'll think about it.
I'll see. I might not be back now.
Hey, Squirt.
Check it, I got this homie on the outside. He could put $100 into your commissary account each month.
It was nice of you to think of me like that. But you only got one thing I need.